leadership and tenacity. And, I could tell the style that he builds business is very systematic, and really cares about the people he work with. And I could tell that, he doesn't think small at all. I think, some ways he may think bigger than me. So I got to try to catch up. But so appreciate you having me, Reggie. I know usually I would start saying, yeah, I'm sure everybody's very busy, got a lot of places to go, but I think we're all staying home. So I'm going to, I'm going to focus and I won't take up much time. I'll just take a few minutes and just tell you a little bit about what we're doing. And just like David said, I've known him for a long time. He's been to my son's birthday. He's been to, a lot of family gatherings and been, like family and friend for a long time. And even though last 10 years for me, I've spent majority of my time in Asia. I helped the company open up Korea. 10 years ago, we signed up 430,000 distributors out there. And we've done over $600 million in business out there. Helped the company open up Japan, and literally first 10 months put in 100,000 customers. In America, I've worked the industry for 20 years full time, and I'm a big fan of the industry. I'm sure many of you are, and feeling it probably right now, with the whole coronavirus health crisis. More people are looking for ways to have a legitimate home-based business to generate income than ever before. And I think, it's a very, I don't say that in a way where like we should use this opportunity. No, I'm saying it, hey, people really need this solution. People really need this opportunity. I personally know dozens of people that lost their jobs recently with the, coronavirus situation. And I think it's great that we could provide a solution for a lot of people. So I'm very passionate about the industry. I know many of you are probably smart with your investments in different businesses, but I could tell you for 19 years, every dime I've earned, I've earned through direct sales. So I'm a big believer of it. I've made 8-digit in the industry, and I think network marketers should be the highest paying entrepreneurs, highest paid entrepreneurs around the world. So when we created GPS, we focus on that in compensation plan. And I'll tell you a little bit about the compensation plan in a minute, of how just in rank advancement bonus, we pay over $5 million just in the, monthly set type of income schedule, how people could position themselves and earn certain amount of volume level and rank position and make a consistent kind of like a salary deal, like where they could earn a great 6-figure monthly income from that. Obviously, they got to do a lot of volume, but there's a very unique approach that we have taken in the compensation plan. But before all that, I'll just tell you a little bit, a couple of things about what we're doing. What is different and what is unique about GPS compared to everybody else? Well, I'll just ask you these two questions, and I think you saw the little 10-minute video Reggie shared with you. And, maybe you come from a different industry of direct sales, but put yourself in a position where if you were ever able to ask questions like this and had the response from people that doesn't know anything about the company, give you the response like I'm getting right now with this opportunity. I had 150 people fly over from Japan to Korea a month and a half ago, and I did a quick presentation. And I asked them 2 questions. That's how we started the whole meeting. My first question was, how many of you believe in the future, some way or form, people will be using VR, virtual reality technology? Everybody raised their hands. Literally everybody raised their hands. Now, they may all have different ideas, but everybody raised their hands. And that was a month and a half ago, before coronavirus went crazy. If you ask today, everybody will be raising their hands and their feet, because, half of the population in America right now is homeschooling their kids. They're like, dude, I can't teach these kids. If there was such a thing as a virtual reality school, I want to send them right now. If there was such a thing as a virtual reality workplace, people want to, have it right now. Unfortunately, people don't have virtual reality devices. So the first question was, how many of you believe in the future everybody will use it? Everybody raised their hands. Second question I asked was, how many of you currently have one at home? Only 2 out of the 150 people raised their hands. And my thought was, hey, when was the last time that you ever had an opportunity that everybody already believes it's going to happen, and everybody already feel the need of it needs to happen, but nobody has it? I mean, usually when you're trying to market a product, you got to do a lot of convincing on why they need it. You got to do a lot of convincing on why people will use it. Oh, hey, this product's so good, people need it. Like, you got to show them documentations, you got to show them, whatever, and convince them. But like, I started my whole industry 20 years ago. My first company was e-commerce. And back then, year 2000, people are like, hey, e-commerce. That was my first opportunity, right? Everybody we talked to, 90% of them said, when we said, hey, people are going to shop online, 90% of them said, how can you buy something you haven't seen, touched, and felt before? How can you buy something you haven't experienced? 90% of them said it will not happen. Majority of people, when cell phones came out, they said, dude, cell phone's not going to happen. Why would you buy a phone and carry it? Pay phones are everywhere. People are like, why would you do that? Like, nobody believed it was actually going to happen until we actually had it. But VR is so unique because everybody's saying it's going to happen. It has to happen. It only makes sense that it will happen, but nobody has it. And as a direct sales opportunity, nobody is doing it right now. And we're the first company to do it. So we believe distributing VR devices around the world creates an opportunity like nobody could even imagine. And somebody's like, well, what if Apple and Samsung, they come out with a better device? The beauty of it is we're not in R&D, IT development business. We're in distribution business. When I was in the mobile business, I didn't make the phone. No, I sold Samsung. I sold iPhone. I sold LG. I sold Sony. I sold different brand phones. I sold BlackBerry when it used to be popular. What we do is distribution. So we started off with partnering up with the company called Pico, which is a #1 VR display-focused HMD headset in the world. And it is the #1 virtual reality device in Asia. In America, currently #1 company is Oculus, owned by Facebook, but they're game focused, because it's got 2 controllers, 6 degrees of movement. It's not portable. It's not something you could do it when you're in Uber. It's not something you could do it on a plane. It's not something that you could do it while you're sitting at Starbucks. But a Pico is portable, all-in-one. You could literally do everything you could do on the device without a remote control, because it's not game motion sensitive. It is more for display focus, but it's for virtual reality. So we partner with this company. They're not even selling the device in America yet. And we pre-launched this company in Korea January 28th. And it's been, less than 2 months. It's been 7 or 8 weeks since we pre-launched. We officially launched February 10th, which has been about, 5-6 weeks now. And even midst of health crisis with coronavirus, we're literally having shutdowns and different things. As of last night, we have 14,000 distributors that already signed up with us in Korea. 14,000. It's been less than 6 weeks of opening. Already 14,000 people joined the team. Because people are like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Virtual reality, everybody's going to have it. And we get to market that? Yeah, exactly. And have a full BV where people could get paid every time virtual reality device is sold. But the vision is even bigger than that, because the device, yeah, people buy it one time and maybe upgrade every year or 2 like cell phones. But the content side, 90% of the content out there in the world right now is all game focused and experience focused. I ran into a guy a couple months ago. He's like, well, I tried virtual reality and I was dizzy. I'm like, okay, what did you do? He said, well, it was like roller coaster. I said, bro, if you do roller coaster in real life, you get dizzy, like, you know what I'm saying? It's not virtual reality that made you dizzy. It's the roller coaster experience that made you dizzy, but how come normal people like us, unless you're a gamer, a lot of people don't have virtual reality. You know why? Because contents are not life practical. Because you're not going to do skydiving 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. You're not going to do roller coaster 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Unless you're a gamer, you're not going to kill zombies in a VR game 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. But we decided to partner up and start this company called VRLU, who's the world's first virtual reality personal development platform. Now, I don't know about you, I'm extremely passionate about personal development, self-help, self-development, learning how to cook better, learning how to be a better leader, learning how to have sales skills, leadership skills, learning basketball, learning tennis, learning table tennis, learning soccer, learning different language, whatever it may be, all personal development contents that help you better. Instead of watching a video, instead of going to a seminar, what if you could sit in a virtual reality room and be in the same room and experience the masters around the world teaching whatever they're teaching? What if Major League Baseball player could teach you basketball and you're on the baseball field with them? What if legendary basketball player could teach you how to dribble, teach you how to shoot, but you're on the court with them? Not just watching a video, but you're on the court with them. What if you could literally be in the kitchen with guys like Gordon Ramsay? Now, we don't have Gordon Ramsay yet, but we have a #1 chef in Korea so far because we only opened Korea, but we're working on content in America. What if you could be in the kitchen, be on the court? We just got done filming John Wood, which is #1 UFC trainer in America. His office gym is across street from UFC. He produced 500 different UFC fighters. What if you could be in the ring with him learning MMA? How to self-defense, how to do a martial art, how to do a mixed martial art. I mean, that's what we're providing. We just got done filming Tom Cruise's personal trainer for 30 years. He's the one teaching you how to do in-home fitness workout, better than some of the guys that's trying to say that, hey, this is how you work out on YouTube. I mean, Tom Cruise is in good shape and he's been training him for 30 years. So unique experiences that you can never experience onto the YouTube videos that we're providing on virtual reality and giving incredible value for it. And ultimately, by second half of this year, leading into being the first company to add e-commerce like Amazon on virtual reality. While you're watching the video, if you see the product, if you see the jacket, if you see the sweater, if you see the whatever IT product is, if you like it, what if you could just click the button on your headset and goes into the shopping cart and you could buy that product while you're experiencing it? That's the virtual reality e-commerce that we're developing and we're launching with GPS. And the beautiful thing is, just think of it like this, okay? As big as Amazon is, what if the world didn't have smartphones? There will be no Amazon. As big as QVC is, what if people didn't have TVs at home? There will be no QVC. But here's a thought. Whoever sold you your smartphone from Verizon or AT&T or whoever, when you buy something on Amazon, do they get paid? Nope. Whoever sold you your TV at home from Best Buy or Walmart, wherever, when you buy something by watching a commercial on TV, did you get paid? Nope. But the way we're setting it up, if you're the person who puts the VR device in the consumer's home and they're your subscriber of VRLU, and we connect e-commerce in the next few months, while they're experiencing the virtual reality experience, if they want to purchase that product and click and buy, you didn't even sell it to them. You didn't even talk to them about it. We'd be launching new contents and products all the time. And when they put that in product in the shopping cart and buy through virtual reality, you didn't even know about it, but you got to get paid because you're the person who put that VR device in that person's home. Because you're the person who put that TV, smartphone, which is next generation as VR, because you're the person who put that device and subscription in their home. Every time they buy stuff on it, you won't even know about it, but you're going to get commission. That's what we're building with GPS. So we believe our business model, we will be putting literally a VR device in every single home you could possibly imagine. So what we're doing, obviously, you've never heard a story like this because it's never been done before. And, the beautiful thing is, if you look at my track record, Rez's track record, David's track record, we are pioneers. Everything I've done for the last 20 years in my career, we were the first of doing whatever we were doing. And we created industries, we created opportunities, and we don't talk the ideas, no, we execute and we actually make it happen. And, with this VR, validating the need of VR technology right now. Yesterday, HP announced they're going to be launching another $1,200 VR device. HTC just announced they're going to be launching next version of a $1,300 VR device. Our VR device is going to be very affordable for consumers at $500. Opportunity is going to be affordable for people for $99. Subscription is going to be very affordable instead of literally getting thousands of dollars worth of personal development content, and every week having new update with new content in multiple languages. People are going to access everything for less than $100 a month. I'm telling you, the opportunity, pricing, compensation is going to be ridiculous. And I'm sure Reggie will be going over more detail in depth about the compensation and everything. I'll just give you a couple points about the compensation plan, and you guys can look at all the presentation and compensation plan document and explanation later. When we designed this compensation plan, here's a couple things that I wanted to make sure that we cover. And since you guys have experience in making money from the industry, building your business and having success yourselves, you will understand exactly why I wanted to design it this way. Well, first of all, problem with the majority of companies' compensation plan is whoever's making compensation plan, whoever's changing compensation plan, they never made any money on compensation plan. So they don't even know what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? It's usually an employee that's good at math, or they use a consulting firm and they just get it. They never even made any money. And so I think, me being someone that 100% of my pay, like I didn't invest stock, 100% of my income for 19 years came from compensation planning itself. I never had a salary from a company, 100% of it. So, and being exposed to a lot of different plans and being in charge of the promotions and the compensation portion, for past decade in Asia, I understand the model and I understand what areas are sensitive, what areas are not sensitive. We're very familiar with it. Second problem is a lot of companies, they plan it to make it look good today, but they got to change 6 months or 2 years from now. To me, that's a bad deal. If you have to make a comp plan change, it hurts a lot of people. So from the beginning, you got to structure it and design it where you don't have to, you never change the core foundation of the plan. People could talk bad about Amway and say they're old, the comp plan not good. Here's a reality. They're doing $7 billion a year and their core of their compensation plan hasn't changed for 60 years. And I believe that's one of the reasons why they were able to scale up and continue to grow and continue to have people have massive success for 61 years, because they never changed the core of the plan. And so that was important to me. Number three, as I mentioned earlier, I believe network marketers should be the highest paid entrepreneurs around the world. Why? Because I think we're the most dedicated entrepreneurs around the world. I think the craziest entrepreneurs around the world get in network marketing, because they don't care if it's weekend, they don't care if it's holidays, they don't care if it's 2 a.m. I'm sure, man, if you got teams in Korea or Japan or other countries, I'm sure you experienced it. You doing a Zoom call at 2 a.m. you drive and fly 4 hours, 5 hours. I mean, who does that? Who does that? I mean, they don't care if it's coronavirus or Heineken virus. I mean, they just go aggressive, and still figure out a way and do a Zoom call and do different things and still make it happen. Why? Because I think the most passionate entrepreneurs get attracted to direct sales. But to be honest, I've seen too many people that get up to 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, 20, 30, 50,000 a month, even 100,000 a month plus, but still not get financially free. After being in the industry for 20 years, I'm sick and tired of top leaders from different companies making great money, 10, 20, 30 grand a month, 50 grand, 100 grand, even 200 grand, but still not free financially. But why are they not free financially, making so much money every month? Here's the reason why. Some of you probably already experienced it. You made 10 grand a month, 50 grand a month, 100 grand a month. You know, that's a lot of money. Your lifestyle is great, but you're not free financially. Why? You never had the opportunity to have lump sum of amount of money in your life. That's why, yes, they got better lifestyle. Yes, bills are paid. Yes, you know, a lot of things are good. But because a lump sum amount of money never came in their pocket, they still have to work for money. And a lot of things are still not paid off. And I'm so tired of seeing so many people like that in the industry when they're good, hardworking, honest, and they got powerful leadership. So with GPS, what we decide to do is, you know what? Let's reward our people and give them insane amount of lump sum amount of money, few times, not once, few times. So when they hit the top position of this company, they're truly free financially. Now, it's going to take work. It's going to take time. Yes, they got to generate a lot of revenue to make it happen. But we got a plan where if you hit the top position of the company, just in level advancement bonus alone, we paid $3 million. Position underneath that, we pay $1.5 million. Position underneath that, we pay $500,000. Just by the top 3 positions, by hitting those positions, $500,000, $1.5 million, $3 million is $5 million for hitting the top 3 positions in the company. That's just for level advancement bonus alone, on top of the regular compensation plan. I believe a lot of network marketing companies, people don't have security because they don't know how much they're going to make. So we said, what if we have a salary type? As long as you hit the position, maintain the position, you can make monthly income from $500 all the way up to $200,000 a month, based on the volume and the position you're in. What if you could have that? And on top of that, having unlimited amount of leadership matching bonuses from 40% down to 10%, depends on the generation. Having domestic leadership pools, so every leader feels like they own part of the deal. Having a 1% of the domestic revenue being shared by the middle position, not top positions, middle position leaders in the company. So everybody wins. Everybody supports different team because you have something to gain when other people do well too. Having a global leadership pool bonus where we take 1% of global revenue and actually take share with the top 3 highest positions in the company. Giving people an opportunity to earn extra 30% on their binary side of the comp plan for first 3 months, first 12 weeks. I mean, we have the most aggressive compensation plan in the industry. I could tell you, you could look at our plan and compare apple to apple with every other plan out there. Nobody has the plan like we are preparing right now. And we haven't even launched yet in America. But I promise you, and like David said, this is the very first call. Like we haven't even done a Zoom presentation yet because we're planning to start this like in a week or 2 once we have the website and different things are ready. You know, I can't even tell you right now exactly what day you could start signing up during pre-launch. We're preparing right now for middle of April, possibly sooner, plus minus, but we're going to have some dates set in the next few days. But, you know, I could tell you that when we start announcing our compensation plan, you talk about the best portion of the binary, we have it. You talk about the best portion from 3-leg marketing, we have it. You talk about the people wanting some type of a security and knowing exactly what to do to make how much every month, we have it. You talk about somebody that's aggressive enough to have a lump sum amount of cash and go after that big opportunity to really be free financially, we have it. You talk about somebody that wants to make extra $100 a month, $500 a month, $1,000 a month, just to do this on the side, we have it. You talk about somebody that wants to feel like they have some ownership and actually have a global leadership pool where you could get a piece of the revenue domestically and globally, we have it. Some people are into leadership matching because they love developing leaders. You want some aggressive leadership matching? I don't know many other companies paying 40, 30, 20, 10%. All those things you could get in our comp plan document, and I'm sure Reza will do a way better job explaining than I would. But I could tell you, if I was the distributor, we call them influencers. If I was the influencer joining this company, comp plan is designed exactly the way I would love to participate. exactly the way I would come in and maximize the plan. And I could guarantee you, because the way our comp plan is designed, unlike other companies, every person that is the top position in this company, it will be impossible. It will be literally impossible for top position in this company to not be free financially. Unless either they got gambling issues or they got a girlfriend or wife that lives at Hermes and Van Cleef every day. Unless they got those two issues, man. Our compensation plan is truly designed to reward the people that actually build this company with us. I don't know what you guys' background is. I know how it feels to build a company and have the whole thing be taken away. You know, my third opportunity back in 2003, 99% of the company was in my team. We worked our butt off and built that company for a year, gone. You know, my last deal, I worked 15 and a half years and I've done over $1 billion in sales for them. Our best years, we've done over 150, 200 million a year for them. One day, boom, gone. You know, and I'm tired of people having to start over in the industry. I'm tired of people make it to the top of a company and still not be free financially. And I'm tired of trying to convince people why our vitamin's better than the other vitamin or whatever the product is. I'm tired of convincing people, hey, you need this from us, instead of when they have so many other options. But with us, that's not going to be the case. 99.9% of the people you talk to will believe that people need our product, but guess what? They're not going to have the product. And you won't have to do much selling and explaining. You give them a 60-second experience demonstration of a VR device with our contents. Every single person that you actually have them experience will say, wow. You put the headset on and they experience virtual reality. Literally, they just say, wow. As soon as they say, wow, you take it off. I say, all right, welcome to the team, bro. I mean, here's how simple, you know, in our marketing, it's all about duplication, right? Here's how simple customer acquisition is. If I know Reggie is into tennis, I just say, hey, Reggie, you ever played tennis on VR? He's like, how do you do that? Hold on one second. I just turn it on and put the tennis content, boom, let him experience for a minute. It was just, wow, how do you do that? Well, here's how you buy. If I'm trying to tell somebody about the opportunity, if I'm telling David about the opportunity, all I say is, hey, David, you ever done business on VR? You ever made money on VR? He's like, how do you do that? Hold on one second. We got a 3-minute, 360-degree, 3D virtual reality opportunity video in the VR headset. All I have to do is let him experience the 3-minute opportunity video that explains the whole thing and give him a full VR experience in 3 minutes. I haven't put the device on somebody and have that person not say wow. Like, I will literally dare someone to not say wow. It would be impossible not to say wow. And after 3-minute experience about learning the experience, learning the opportunity, learning the industry, seeing the vision, and experiencing VR, you won't have to do much but to just sign them up and let them be part of your team. So that's basically what we're doing. We're extremely fired up. We are launching, we're pre-launching. Our goal is to pre-launch America in April and also pre-launch Japan in April and launch America and Japan by month of May. And like I said, we got 14,000 people that already joined us in Korea, but I know for a fact America, with this literally quarantine, stay home movement and the time that we're in right now, that everybody's kind of home looking for opportunities. So many people losing their jobs and looking for different ways to make money. So many people understanding and validate, seeing the need of VR technology that has to be spread. I think sharing this opportunity next couple of weeks when we open, every single person that you show this opportunity to, they're just going to say thank you. And I said, dude, this is exactly what we need at a time like this, during this time crisis. So that's what we're doing. Hopefully that gives you enough basic information. If you want some documentations, just to be honest with you, we're a brand new company, right? We haven't even opened America yet. Some of the documentations are not final. If you want to still see draft version that's not final, we could share some with you. We have a couple of videos that I think you saw. We have a virtual convention we did that has some of the more detailed components of the business. If you guys want, I'm sure David and Reggie could share that with you. But we're not looking for people that wants to come in and go, hey, you know, where's the electricity and water and the gas station and 7-Eleven? No, we're looking for people that's willing to come in and build this thing with us and be pioneers. I could tell you right now, we don't have electricity set up at GPS yet. I could tell you that asphalt and the road hasn't been paved yet. But if somebody wants to come in right now and pioneer this thing with us and build this business to be a multi-billion-dollar company with us, they're going to be the ones you know, getting all the reward of what we're going to be building, because especially us having the core foundation structure of the comp plan be binary, a lot of people that's getting started with us in the beginning is going to have a tremendous opportunity, because as tens of thousands of people join, you know, you guys could start at the top with us. So David, Rezi, thanks for having me. You know, I'll be on the call if you guys need me, but man, I'm pumped up. And Rezi, I'm so honored to meet your core leadership group. Who you have built a tremendous business with. It's an honor to meet everybody.
Hey, Danny, can you hear me?
Yep,
hey, man,
I'm
I
here.
appreciate your time. I know this was spur of the moment. One of the things that I know my team, especially with this core group, what we really excited about is that first 48 example that you gave the other day about when we recruit people. Can you touch on that real quick?
Yeah, for sure. So I'm already seeing it happen. Like even this morning, I had a call with Christina, and you know, basically what we're seeing right now is, you know, let's just say, you know, I got Reggie started in the business today. And, you know, I pretty much tell Reggie, I said, Reggie, you know, the way we're building the team, the culture and the system we have right now, you know, everybody is going to obviously introduce dozens of people to the opportunity. However, you know, the way we're doing it is everybody's going to build a big power team that's going to help everybody to benefit, you know, because the way our compensation plan works is you got to build your lesser side of the team. That's how you get promoted. That's how you get monthly salary. You get all that. So anyways, so I basically tell Reggie, I said, you know, in next 48 hours, your very first person that you're going to be bringing onto your team, we're going to let them, you know, they're going to be the person that's going to be able to benefit the most, because it's your first person, of everything we're going to be building in that power team of yours together. Not just you, not just me, but everybody above is going to be pouring into that team. So the first person you recruit is probably going to be the luckiest person that's going to join your team, because we're going to be building a massive team underneath that person. Now, and we don't want that person to sign up yet, okay? We're going to let that person sign up in 48 hours. And so you got to think through. Obviously, you got dozens of people you're going to introduce, and you know we're going to all build two teams. But your very first one, you got to think through who has the leadership and who would be able to, you know, do good and kind of think about who you want to take care of the most. So when that person signs up in 48 hours, here's what we want to do. We want to give that person the most amount of support that we can. We want to give an opportunity for that person to instantly have so many people joining their team. So for us to do that, you get that person prepared, and between now and then, you and I are going to find people that could go into business before that person signs up. Because in our business model, more people that you actually could have above you that it's going to end up putting people in your team, actually better it is. So let's just say I asked Reggie, hey, who's the most important person that you're going to, you want to introduce the business to and play the biggest role and benefit the most from? He said, let's just say Reggie said David. Okay, David is the guy. David's my guy. I'm going to get David on board. 48 hours later, David, okay, I'm going to talk to David. I'll say, okay. I said, then meanwhile, me and Reggie, here's what we do. All right, David's going in 2 days. David's going in on Thursday. But before that, you and I, both of us, go on a mission to find who we could sign up between Reggie and David. Because more people we could get in there, more people that's going to have to put somebody in David's team. So when David starts, instantly he could have a bunch of people starting his team. So now we go on a mission. Now I call my buddy Tommy. And I go, Tommy, man, we're just starting this new team. They're going to be getting started on Thursday. And because they're getting started on Thursday, dude, I wanted to give you a chance to get started in the business right now because this team is going to be huge. So I tell Tommy, show him the opportunities. Like, bro, man, if something like that's starting, yeah, I got to get in. So I get Tommy on board. After that, I called my other buddy, Jesse. I said, Jesse, man, we got this team starting this Thursday. This is the opportunity, GPS. But, man, if you get in now, this team, I could actually make sure this team starts in your team, man. And you could have a tremendous and you could have a powerful team as you're just starting the business. It's like, dude, I'm in. As soon as Jesse's in, I call Sarah. Sarah, you would not believe it. This Thursday, we got this giant team starting. And because this team is starting on Thursday, if you get started with me now, this team could actually start in your team, have the same conversation. Sarah said, I'm in. All right, boom, I got Sarah. And I called John, have the same conversation. Have Tim, same conversation. Boom, literally when one person, if I sign up Reggie today with planning out a 48-hour game plan of Reggie recruiting David by Thursday, in between, we could literally sign up 5, 10, 20, 30 people just because they want to get started before David gets started, for them to actually have a big team to start with right in the beginning. This is not just during the pre-launch. This is a system that everybody could use as they're building the business along 6 months after we launch. Now, beautiful thing about this is because of the new team that's going to start with Momentum Story, there's probably 5, 10, 20 people that is ready to join or signed up before David goes in the system. Let's just say Reggie wanted to recruit David, but let's just say David doesn't do it. It doesn't matter because you got 5, 10, 20 people already signed up before David started. Guess what? These guys don't know who David is. They just knew that there was a team starting on Thursday. So the original guy we wanted to recruit, even if it doesn't happen, guess what? Everybody already had the 5, 10, 20 people starting in the team, and everybody's a win-win, and everybody starts with the team. And every person that recruits, we literally tell them, you're going to recruit dozens of people. Your first recruit, though, you put it in that power team because you got to get that power team cranking so you could focus on your team and go out there and make money and get bonuses and maximize the compensation plan. You know, I mean, we could spend more time, you know, talking about it later, but what I'm seeing right now is because of that, and I've tested it, you know, as I'm getting ready to pre-launch in America, I tested with some of my friends. And, you know, I've talked to this lady named Christina and this guy John and, you know, a few guys. I tested it, and literally in a few days, I have 24 people that I personally spoke to that's literally going straight to it because it's like everybody like, dude, yeah, I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. Yeah, oh yeah, I'm in. You know, like, and I'm telling you, it's fun, and everybody that's joining, they truly feel appreciated, and they feel like, dude, you taking care of me from the beginning. You know, and it's a win-win situation. So literally one recruit could turn into 5 to 20 people every time they sign up.
Right. That's amazing. Hey, I appreciate it, Dan. Hey, can we answer it, open it up for a quick question? Because I know we've been on for a while. Anybody got a quick question? Bishop Rhodes, anybody? Hey, David, is everybody unmuted?
Yeah.
Has anybody got any question? Hey, Gab, you guys got any questions? What's up, Christian?
What's up, Reggie?
What's up, bud? You got any questions?
Hey, I want to thank
Bishop Rhodes, you got any?
No, I'm good, man.
Okay, Bishop McLeod. Trey, you got any questions?
I'm good.
Okay.
Hey, Reggie.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, how are we like present this? Are we gonna have can we get the product like in hand, like how he was talking about? Oh, if you wanna, you know, you like tennis here, put this on. Or are we gonna like, you know?
Right. Dave, you want to answer that?
Yeah, I could answer that.
Okay.
So when we officially launch in May is when all the shipment's going to happen. So until then, we're going to give you enough videos, PowerPoint, a lot of materials for people to see because we're launching in May. As soon as we launch, the shipment will start and literally everybody's going to have it. But until then, we're finalizing our PowerPoint right now for presentation. and we're finalizing some of our peaking video and opportunity video. So we'll share those information in the next few days.
Okay.
Perfect. Bishop, you there, Bishop? Well, okay. Well, we don't have any more questions. Hey, Dave, I appreciate you guys having us, and Danny, I appreciate your time. Man, this was incredible, and we look forward to making this happen.
Hey, can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's about the salary position.
Okay.
Can you elaborate a little bit more on that?
Yeah, we could send you a chart later too. It starts at $500. So we look at the lesser leg, not the power leg, the other, the building leg, and it's about like 10% of the BV. So somebody that's like 5,000 BV, they make $500. 10,000 BV, you make $1,000. You make 50,000 BV, you make $5,000. 100,000 BV, 10%, so 10 grand, and it goes all the way up to $200,000. Top 3 position is not 10%; it's a lesser percentage, obviously, because amount gets bigger. But for starting position of $500 all the way up to $50,000 is straight 10% of what they what the position requirement is on the lesser leg. But now one thing I'll tell you that's a little unique is some companies out there need 3 legs, 4 legs, 6 legs, or whatever to hit the positions, right? And a lot of the companies that has kind of salary type of a compensation plan, majority of them are like 3-leg plans, and you have to do like 40, 30%, or whatever the balance may be. And even binary compensation plans are usually, even if you have non-flush like leftover volume, it kind of still requires you to do a certain amount of volume on the left team and the right team in that 4-week cycle or 1-month cycle. The way we're doing positioning is we don't look at your power leg as long as you got leftover volume. All we look at is that one leg, that building leg of hitting the volume. So if you got a power leg with a lot of volume, your weak leg has 50,000 in volume, which honestly is only 100 VR sets being sold. Because one VR Pico device is $500, but it's 400 BV. The subscription is $99, but we give 100 BV. So it's literally one customer is 500 BV, 100 devices sold, 100 customers being buying that month. It's 50,000 BV. Then it puts you in a 10% $5,000 salary. So that's how it works. When you look at the chart, it'll make more sense, but it's tier based. It's very simple, but there's actually 8 different ways to get paid, and the salary portion is just one of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hey, go ahead.
And we'll have access to obviously one of the VR. Buy our own VR. Do we get one that way we can market it? How does that?
Yeah, you could. As soon as we launch in May, we're going to start shipping. We started shipping in Korea in February. During pre-launch, because you've probably been part of pre-launch of companies. During pre-launch, it's all about structuring and building a team. It's like opening up a restaurant or any company. You want to get your staff and team set up before you start taking real customers, right? So, during pre-launch, because it's a new technology, because it's a new product, if you have products, it slows down the pre-launch, because it's more training you got to do, more than, people are going to ask you, how do you turn it on? How do you charge it? How do you, so we are actually going to minimize that just for 1 month during the pre-launch. And, when we start shipping, when we launch, then we're going to have full documentations and training guide and videos on how to install, how to charge, and do all that stuff. So in May, everybody's going to have it.
Cool.
Hey, Dave, Bishop and those guys are trying to get through to ask questions, but I guess he's having trouble. I don't know if he's muted or unmuted, but I don't know if you can see that or not.
What's his number? What was his in there? Samson?
Let
me see.
He's Bishop, the McLeods.
Oh, he's on now. Yeah, everybody's unmuted now.
Bishop,
Okay.
you there, Bishop?
Except for Chris.
McLeod, no, it won't let me use for whatever reason.
Huh?
Calvin is here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Hey, I want to thank, first of all, thanks, Reggie, for the invite tonight. And we've got Alvin John Baptiste. We got the coach there. We got Bishop Rose. And of course, Reggie, you know these guys are power players. And we're really excited about the technology. Mr. David, thank you for sharing this information tonight. We're excited about. Thanks, Mr. Danny, for sharing the information tonight. We're really excited about the launch in May. We're really excited about the pre-launch because we've got a lot of people here in the Houston market that's really looking for something new that they can actually bring to the marketplace. And I think this technology will be revolutionary.
I appreciate you, sir. Great meeting you.
It's my honor meeting you, sir.
All right. Well, hey, Mr. Bay, I appreciate your time. I know it's getting late. Hey, thanks again. This is just one of many. And you got some warriors with you, bud, and we're going to help you build this thing in America, okay?
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys. Have a great night. We'll talk to you guys.
All right.
You too.
Thank you, Mr. David. Thank you, Reggie.
Thank you. This call is also recorded for anybody that wants to have it.
Yeah, definitely. Because we have some people that couldn't get on.
Wonderful. I'll send it over, Reggie. Thank you.
All right, thanks, bud. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr.
Good
Bay.
night.
Good
Thank
night.
you.